Hey there, West Michigan. Thanks for watching 13 Plus. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens. It's been a much calmer Sunday than what we had on Saturday in terms of a little bit of snowfall coming through. We did have some light sprinkles earlier today, but mostly it's just been calm winds and cloudy skies across the region to wrap up the weekend. Speaking of calm conditions, take a look at this photo from Bill Beatty. This is over by Lake Michigan, which is some really calm water this afternoon as winds didn't really pick up much more than, say, 5 or 6 miles per hour. Just a pretty quiet day to be out and enjoy if you brought the jacket, because the temperatures were still in the 30s. Of course, we always love to share your photos here at 13 on your side. You can send them to me on social media. Meteorologist Michael Behrens on Facebook and at Mike Behrens WX on Twitter and on Instagram. When it came to the temperature today, it hit a high of 38 in Grand Rapids, 40 in Muskegon, 41 in Holland. Average for this time of the year is 37, so pretty close to those averages and pretty close to the forecast as well. Told you 39 hit 38. That's inside 3 degrees. Now 9 days in a row of just 4 misses in the last month of forecasting. When it comes to tomorrow, those temperatures will be pretty similar to today. That's why 13 Weather Ball is lit up in green as no changes foreseen. View of the 13 Weather Ball is sponsored by Tullymore Golf Resort. We're looking at temperatures as of about 9:45 that we're still holding on to the mid to low 30s across West Michigan. Pretty much no wind chill to speak of as winds remain very calm out there. The strongest winds about 5 miles per hour sporadically across West Michigan. Winds will stay calm as we head through tonight, and temperatures will fall. We'll eventually work our way down to 29 degrees through the overnight hours with cloudy skies. Still can't rule out a sprinkle or two. Monday, partly cloudy and seasonable, high up to around 37. Tuesday, mostly cloudy, breezy, and still on that cooler side of things. 38 degrees going to be your high for Tuesday afternoon. The radar as of about 9:40, again, looking pretty quiet out there. Those little sprinkle bits were still kind of scattered about West Michigan, so every now and then you may run across a little bit of mist on the windshield, or as you step outside, you may notice some wet surfaces, but that's really going to be about it. The cloud cover staying in place across the region for now, but it will start to break up as we head toward Monday. Hour by hour forecast here shows those clouds again pretty thick as we head through tonight. That's why we're going to keep those sprinkles and mist chances in the forecast. As we head into Monday morning, though, the cloud cover starts to clear out, and by Monday afternoon, things turn partly cloudy here across West Michigan. We'll see the sunshine out there to end the day Monday, with partly cloudy skies continuing into the early part of Tuesday. We'll increase the cloud cover some as we head throughout the day Tuesday, partly to mostly cloudy skies for your Tuesday. There may be a brief bit of clearing in the afternoon before more cloud cover from the south and west starts to push our way. That'll be ahead of our next weather system coming in as we work our way into Wednesday. The rain starts to push in overnight into early Wednesday morning. You'll see it earliest down in the southwestern portions of West Michigan, down towards South Haven, Van Buren County. It'll then keep on pushing up toward Grand Rapids. There may be a brief bit of mix there early in the day, but as temperatures rise, we're expecting most of the activity on Wednesday to come in the form of rainfall. We'll see rain that continues into Wednesday night and early Thursday. Then the winds start to shift. We'll see temperatures start to go down as we head toward Thursday night. The rain that's falling Thursday morning starts to turn to snow as we head into Thursday night and into Friday. And then as we go through Friday, Saturday, and even into the weekend, we're going to watch the winds come around this system that gets cut off, and it's going to keep the snow chances in through Friday, lake effect into Saturday, into Sunday, even into Monday. Before we're done with this system, we could be looking at multiple days of at least some accumulating snowfall here in West Michigan. It's really going to be something to keep a close eye on as we head toward the end of the week. Temperatures, what we can expect for Monday, hanging around in the mid to upper 30s along the lake shore, again with partly cloudy skies as we head toward the evening. Those temperatures pretty similar for the northern zones, more mid 30s. We'll see those temperatures again in the mid to upper 30s for our southern counties as well. 37 Grand Rapids, 38 in Kalamazoo. 13 on your side, 10-day outlook. Temperatures stay near to just above average from now all the way through Thursday, but once that system starts to shift toward the snow, our temperatures go down. 35 your high on Friday. Temperatures falling to a high of just 28 by the end of the weekend. Lake effect snow chances continuing into early next week with highs that'll be in the mid to low 20s to end the 10-day forecast. Continuing now our national winter storm coverage from yesterday. A pair of winter storms are impacting much of the country. Parts of the west hit with snow, strong winds and rain. Further east, several states are bracing for potential whiteout conditions and severe storms this week. This is all as parts of the Northeast and New England are seeing their first accumulating snow of the season. Here's ABC News' Faith Abube with details.
The powerful storm system expected to drop up to 5 feet of snow on the Sierra Nevada mountains in Northern California. The snow coming down at more than 4 inches per hour. Plows doing their best to keep the roads clear. But travel conditions along I-80 from Soda Springs to Donner Pass are dangerous. The interstate closed Sunday. The fierce winds shutting down the ski lift at Heavenly Resort in South Lake Tahoe. Further south, the storm whipping up the surf in Santa Cruz. Strong winds bringing down trees and power lines. Officials fear the rainy weather could lead to landslides. This 200-foot chunk of rock falling to the beach below in Los Angeles County.
We actually have now 14 states that are under wind and snow alerts. So that's a lot of states. This is going to shift to the east and push into the middle of the country.
As the storm system moves eastward, states like Wyoming, Nebraska, and the Dakotas could see strong winds and heavy snow, leading to whiteout conditions. Across the south, from eastern Texas through much of Louisiana and into Arkansas, there is the potential for violent storms and possible tornadoes. The Northeast dealing with a separate storm system. A winter weather advisory in effect for parts of 6 states, those areas seeing their first accumulating snow of the season. But major cities along the I-95 corridor, including New York and Boston, are not expected to see any measurable snow. Faith Abube, ABC News.
It's been 50 years since American astronauts last set foot on the moon during Apollo 17. Now NASA is one giant leap closer to sending humankind back after Apollo's sister program, Artemis, successfully sent its Orion spacecraft on a nearly month-long journey totaling 1.4 million miles through space or orbiting the moon. Here's ABC News' Mona Corser Abdi with more.
The Artemis 1 Orion spacecraft splashing in the Pacific Ocean Sunday afternoon off the coast of Baja California.
Splashdown.
You don't celebrate till you see it splash down. You've known that that heat shield works and those parachutes work.
Flight engineers using a so-called skip entry where the spacecraft, traveling at 25,000 miles per hour, hits the Earth's atmosphere, skipping off it like a rock on a lake, then re-entering and splashing down.
This whole mission has just been unbelievable. It's been so almost perfect. Of course, there are a lot of things that go wrong, but they know how to fix them. So they've been able to add tests in the course of the 25-day mission.
This skip maneuver lessens the G-forces astronauts are subjected to during re-entry, minimizing recovery time.
With this particular spacecraft, now we're going to be able on our next launch to put our crew members on board. So this is a huge day for us.
NASA says new technology that wasn't available in the 60s and 70s will enable them to learn more than they could during the Apollo missions.
What we're trying to do is understand what it's like to live on another planetary body before we go on to Mars.
If all goes as planned, the next flight would be Artemis 2 in 2024, which would have 4 astronauts on board for a lunar flyby, then Artemis 3, tentatively slated for 2025, which would fulfill NASA's goal of putting a woman and a person of color on the surface of the moon. Mona Corser Abdi, ABC News, New York.
Finally tonight, check this out. Hundreds of Santas and at least one Grinch took to the slopes in Neary, Maine on Sunday as they practiced their technique ahead of what will surely be a busy Christmas delivery season. Wearing Santa's trademark bright red suit with white trim, more than 250 skiers hit the slopes at the Sunday River Resort to raise money for charity. Skiers had to wear a full Santa suit, including a red Santa hat with white trim, a red Santa jacket, and pants and a Santa beard to take part in the Sunday River Resort's Broadway Trail Santa Ski. So those in full costume received a lift ticket for a $25 donation to the River Fund Maine nonprofit that funds educational and recreational activities for children in western Maine. This year's event raised at least $7,500 for local charities, according to the Portland Press-Herald. Now you're caught up on the weather here in West Michigan and some weather and science news from around the country. There's always more to be found at 13onyourside.com and by downloading 13 On Your Side news and weather apps. For now, thanks for watching 13 Plus. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens.